Good morning, dear students. As we send videos for you for completion of your syllabus, so today we are going to discuss about the new chapter. All those videos that is sent on your NTAP application, please go through it, watch all the videos carefully, and solve the exercises regarding number system chapter. So from today we're going to discuss about the new chapter. It's known as the polynomials. Dear students, before going to start the chapter polynomial, first we must know the fundamentals, the basic concepts of the polynomials. Okay, unless we don't know the basic fundamental concepts, we are not able to solve the problems based on it, right? That's why first let the things clear, be familiar with the concepts regarding polynomials. We will see it one by one, and then we can solve the problems easily. And these concepts are very basic in nature. That's why it should be helpful in your future studies also, right? So we will see one by one. Here the basic definition of the polynomial. What is polynomial? So the definition is a polynomial in one variable is algebraic expression f of x in x. For example, if f of x is 6x cubed plus 2x square plus 3x plus 1. Now here variable is x, right? Variable is x and it is placed in descending form. It is given, right? It is in descending form. Why we said that it is in descending form? Because if you observe the power in x, so it is starting from the highest and coming to the lowest, right? Just observe the power of the x. So what is it? It is x cube, then x square, then 3x, and then 1. So here power is 3, here power is 2, here power is 1. It is in descending form. So if we go the reverse type, then how does it look? It is f of x equal 1 plus 3x plus 2x square plus 6x cube. Now here it is clear that the power of x is ascending in the sense starting from lowest to highest, increasing form. Here power is x is 1, power is x is 2, power is x is 3. So it is in ascending form. Now the next concept is degree of polynomial. Okay, degree of polynomial. So how could it define? The highest power of variable in any form of polynomial f of x. Now the polynomial is given. In that we have to find the highest. Okay, this point is very important. Highest power of variable. Highest power of variable that denote the degree of the polynomial. Okay, so it is known as the degree of polynomial. Now here if you take a look, here highest power of x is 3, hence it is degree of this polynomial is 3, right? Because here the degree of x is 3 and which is highest in among all x. That's why the degree of this polynomial is 3. Now next is monomial. Now dear students, just look at the name mono. As we know that meaning of mono means one, single, right? Monomial means a polynomial contains only one term. Okay, observe carefully. Mono means one. A polynomial which contains only one term, then it is called as the monomial, right? So the examples, if you look at the example, you can clearly find the exact meaning of the monomial. So please have the example. It is 6x square or 4 by 3x. Now here variable is x here and it is only 1 in number, so it is 6x square. It is monomial because only one term is there. Here 4 by 3x, that's why a polynomial containing only one term is known as the monomial, containing only single term. We are moving towards this binomial. Now just look at this bio. It is bio means the name itself suggests that bio means 2. Okay, so how could we define this? If a polynomial contains two terms, mark my word, two words only, then it is called as the binomial. Bio means 2. Okay, that's why a polynomial contains two terms, it is known as the binomial. Example, look at the example. We can clearly see that it is binomial. Look at this, 2x square plus 3. There are two terms, that's why it is known as the binomial. Again 4x square minus x cube. Again it is binomial because it consists of two terms, right? Next definition is trinomial. Trinomial. What is trinomial? I already told you. Just observe the names. Trio. Trio means 3. So if a polynomial contains 3 terms, it contains 3 terms, then it is called as the trinomial, right? So example is 3x square minus 7x plus 5. So here it consists of 3 different terms, that's why it is known as the trinomial. So dear students, be clear with your concepts. It is monomial consisting of only one term. It is binomial, it consists of 2 terms, and trinomial, it consists of 3 terms, and hence it is known as the trinomial. Depending on number of terms, it is categorized, right? Next is look at this, a polynomial of degree 1 is called linear polynomial. Take a look, a polynomial of degree 1, any polynomial having its degree as 1. What is degree? Degree we are just defined here, the highest power of the variable, right? So here you can find the variable x and its power is 1, that's what is known as the linear polynomial. Now here the variable is x and its power is 1, that's why it is known as the linear polynomial. In both example, it is clearly seen that the power of x is 1 only, that's why it is known as the linear polynomial. Okay, so polynomial having degree 1 is known as the linear polynomial. Secondly, quadratic polynomial. So how could we define this? A polynomial of degree 2 is known as quadratic polynomial, right? So it is what? Example, 2x square minus 3x plus 1. Now here it is clearly seen it consists of variable x, and in this the highest power of this variable x is 2. Okay, so a polynomial of degree 2, the highest power of x is 2 here, that's what is known as the quadratic polynomial. That's what is known as the quadratic polynomial. Next is a cubic polynomial. Now cube means 3 as we know, and here a polynomial of degree 3. Now here the degree of polynomial should be equal to 3, then it is called as the cubic polynomial. The example, 4x cube minus 64x. Now here you find the variable x and the highest power of x is 3. That's why it is known as the cubic polynomial. Always keep in mind that depending upon the name of the polynomial, you can easily find their nature. Just like linear polynomial is a polynomial consisting of degree as 1. Look here. A polynomial of degree 1 is called as the linear polynomial. Here from example it is clearly seen the power of x is 1. Here is also power of x is highest power of x is 1. That's why it is called as the linear polynomial. And the same way here in a quadratic polynomial, a polynomial of degree 2 is known as the quadratic polynomial. Here it is clearly seen that highest power of x is 2, that's why it is quadratic polynomial. And here it is cubic polynomial, and a polynomial of degree 3 is called as the cubic polynomial. Here it is clearly seen that the variable x has its highest power as 3, that's what is known as the cubic polynomial. So students, we are moving further. So the power of variable must be whole number. Now note this term, in a polynomial the power of variable must be a whole number. Every time when we use the polynomial, the power should be whole number, and we know that the nature of whole number is what? It consists of numbers like 0, 1, 2, 3, continue. If you observe this nature, it is purely collection of positive set of numbers including 0. Now, but negative or fraction, such type of power should not be there. One thing is to be clear here, that the power of variable should not be negative or should not be fraction. It should not be a negative number, first condition, and second condition is it should not be fraction like 2 by 3, 2 by 5, 1 by 5, 1 by 4, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, likewise. So it is the basic condition to have a polynomial. A polynomial must have the power of the variable as a whole number. Now here we have the exercise 2.1. Now, which of the following are polynomial in one variable? Give reason. Now here some examples are given, and by observing this example we have to say that whether it is a polynomial in one variable, and if it is so, then we have to give the reason. So we see one example. Let us see. Here is one example, y square plus root 2. Now here it is y square plus 2 root 2. Now is it a polynomial in one variable? Yes, it is a polynomial in one variable, because here the variable is y. Variable is y, and the power of y is whole number. As it is 2, and 2 belongs to the whole number according to the basic definition of the polynomial, so it is known as the polynomial, right? It is y square plus 2. It is the power of y is 2 here, and it satisfies the condition that the power of variable must be whole number, and hence it is polynomial. It is polynomial in one variable, and which is that variable? That variable is nothing but y. Now We will see the next example. B equal B. Example B, x plus 2 by x. Now we can rewrite this in the form as 2 by x can be written as 2 into x raised to minus 1. Now, how does it look? It looks like x plus 2 into x raised to minus 1. Now, if you observe carefully, the meaning of the polynomial, it means that the power of variable should be whole number, as we know. But if you observe carefully, here the condition gets violated. Why? Because the power of x here, which is present here, is not a whole number. It is negative number, and as I told you that the power should not be negative nor fraction. It should not be negative or it should not be a fraction. That is the testing condition. And here the power of x is minus 1. That's why we can't say it is a polynomial. No. Answer is no. Just giving it is yes or no, it will not work. We have to give the reasons confirmly. Okay. So what is the reason? Form your reason. Fix your reason first. What is the basic reason that it is not a polynomial? The reason is that it is not a polynomial in one variable, as the power of a variable is not a whole number. Here it is variable x and its power is minus 1. That's why it does not belong to whole number, and hence we can't say it is the polynomial. So dear students, up till now we have the fundamental concepts regarding the polynomial, basic definition right from monomial, binomial, trinomial, and all the fundamentals of the category of the polynomial. Okay, so up till now we have all the fundamentals with us up to exercise first 2.1. So here we have exercise, right? Exercise like this: which of the following expression are polynomial? Give reason. So we are providing the exercises based on our videos. So watch all the video till the end carefully, because at the end of the video we are providing you exercises. So these exercises are important, and on the basis of this video at the end these exercises also to be solved by you. So a separate sheet is not attached for the exercises. We are providing exercises within the video. So watch the videos carefully, and at the end you will find exercises based on that. So keep watching, keep solving the problems. All the basics are given in the video, and we are trying to give the best in that video as far as your exercises is concerned. And all the video that is given to you, they are based on the exercises. Okay, so the basics of the exercises that is needed for solving this is given within the video itself. That's why I request all of you to observe the videos very carefully and just go through it. If you don't have the previous videos, please go through the NTAP app. In that you will find all the videos, and my channel is also there, so subscribe that, and you will find all the new videos that is created by me. You will get the notifications. But keep watching and keep practicing. Stay home, stay safe, keep practicing, and thank you. God bless you all.